following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Good afternoon and welcome. This is Nutritional Pharmacist Melissa Golladay. I am a registered pharmacist with a passion for nutrition. And today we're going to learn about your body and what you need to live a vibrant life. And I encourage you to give me a call. You can reach us at 888-379-2552 or at our priority line at 831-685-1080. Again, would love to hear from you. So for those of you that have not been able to get into the show before, we definitely have lines open, and I would love to talk to you. Or for those of you that would like to talk to a pharmacist today, you can call 831-685-1080. So again, learning about our bodies and learning what we need to live vibrant lives. And again, it's all very simple strategies that we can do to live vibrant lives. Some of you might be out there listening thinking, well, I don't really have to supplement. I eat a healthy diet. Well, out there right now, our soils are heavily depleted and we're not usually getting the full spectrum of nutrients that we need. We need 90 essential nutrients, and those 90 essential nutrients comprise of 60 essential minerals, 16 essential vitamins, and 12 essential amino acids, and 2 to 3 essential fatty acids. We need these on a daily basis, and those are going to help us repair and regenerate. And historically, we were able to get these from food, and sometimes we even ate rocks and dirt, clearly, in our food. We were able to get these 90 essential nutrients. Nowadays, our food is heavily processed, and we do not have access to these 90 essential nutrients. So we do need to supplement. It's very important in this day and age. Stress, fast food, the current food chain depletes all of those nutrients. Supplementing gives you the basic minimum wage, if you will, and allows you to continue to at least hold steady with where you are. If you are suffering from health challenges, I would love to hear from you, and I want you to know that if you are suffering from health challenges, you're going to need the 90 essential plus consistently working to nutrient yourself even more heavily. So additional nutrients, also be very attentive to what you're eating. You want to pay attention to what you're ingesting because that contributes to your health not only today, but also tomorrow. So I have many friends, they know as soon as they eat something, for example, let's say they start with coffee and a donut in the morning, they've noticed if they pay attention that their energy slowly decreases and they do not have the energy they need to continue throughout the day, or they find they want more coffee or more sugar. So every choice we make in what we eat is going to contribute to that day and also the next couple of days. It's a huge impact on that in our body system. So again, looking at what we're eating, making sure we're nutriting is very important. And because of the food chain, what's happening right now, we have food designers that actually design our food to make it addictive, and it's nutrient deficient. It's technically nutrient void. So when we're looking at this country and we see this huge obesity epidemic we have and the diabetes epidemic we have, and we look at younger children, we know that the reason that this is happening, one of the main reasons is they're not nutrited. Their bodies are literally starving. And so when we look at an obese person or somebody who, again, has diabetes, we know that they need these nutrients, first off, to satiate themselves so they become full. That sense of fullness happens because they've ate enough food. That will not happen if you're eating empty food. So think about it. You keep eating and eating, but you're not getting these essential minerals that you need. If you're not getting them, you're going to continue to be hungry, and you're going to be on the prowl. You're going to continue to be seeking food, hence overeating. You'll see people that have that. You yourself might have experienced that. Once you nutriate, there's all these signals that get emitted in your body that say, hey, I've had enough food, and you will stop eating. And I've experienced that myself, and it's amazing to just pay attention enough to be like, wow, I'm actually full because I'm eating enough nutrients. And then we also want to look, of course, at what we're eating. Like I said, the food's designed by food chemists. They also put addictive chemicals in your food, And have you ever been at a party where there's a bowl of chips and you eat one and you're just like, wow, I want more. I want another chip. And you just find yourself consistently eating chips. That's a hint. There's probably something in that chemically that is addictive. And so please pay attention to that too. So when you're eating food, how's it making you feel long term? Is this an investment in a week? How am I going to feel if I eat this whole bag of Doritos? And for myself, I know that if I was to eat food like that, because I have a gluten allergy, I've had it for about 15 years, I will find myself immediately, probably within a day, I'll have a rash, I'll have like really chapped lips. That'll be a hint that I actually ate some gluten. Maybe a random joint pain that'll last 3 or 4 days. That's a sign that my body has mounted an immune response, and it's caused an inflammatory cascade. And because of that, maybe in my thigh or wherever it decides to land, I'll have pain for a couple of days. So that's a hint that I've ate something that's toxic to me. So for those of you out there listening, we'd love to hear from you today. Our number is 888-379-2552. Please call our priority line. That's 831-685-1080. And I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about your pharmaceuticals, about nutrients, or anything else you want to talk about disease processes. I'd love to share this knowledge with anybody. It's about empowering you and about you learning about your body and what you're eating. I also want you all to know that it's way simpler than the modern medical model makes it out to be. So they like to make it like it's very complicated, this whole system, getting diagnosed, et cetera, but it's not. You know your body. We're here to help you, teach you, again, learn about your body, and that is why we are here. Everyone that I work with, we have a huge passion to empower you, and that is definitely what it's all about. So again, the numbers are 888-379-2552 or the direct line 831-685-1080.
And you're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. And filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today, we do have nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay. And if you're one of these people out there who's called me and said, I can never get through, I've been trying for weeks, I could never get through, today is your day, as we do have open lines on the priority line at 831-685-1080. Lines open. Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Longevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Longevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine-tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Longevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. And we are back on Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. And filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today, we do have nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay. We do have some open lines. If you've ever had trouble getting into the show and getting your questions answered, today is your day as we have these open lines. Call the priority line at 831-685-1080. That's 831-685-1080. Lines open. Welcome back to the show, Melissa.
Thanks a lot, Doug.
I thought we might talk today a little bit about natural antibiotics, as I've got a story here that I got from Natural News that is headlined 10 Powerful Natural Antibiotics, Raw Honey, Coconut Oil, and More. They say, luckily, these are natural antibiotics that fight fungi, bacteria, and parasites, and the best thing about natural antibiotics is they don't have side effects. And the first on the list is oil of oregano, and this is a common spice that has antibacterial, antifungal, and antioxidant, as well as antiviral properties that can help fight disease. Oil of oregano has been proven to prevent colds and flus and improve digestive health. They say take 1 capsule daily or apply oregano oil diluted with a carrier oil on a spot with a fungal infection. And I actually found that one out for myself. My father had used oregano oil to treat a toenail fungus and had mentioned it to me. And I'm like, hey, that's cool. So I decided I would try it, but I did not use the carrier oil, and I ended up with burnt toes. So the word to the wise, if you're going to use oregano oil, dilute it with a carrier oil. And the next on the list is garlic. It's a natural antibiotic due to its antimicrobial properties. They say cut it into 10 to 20 minutes before using it. Exposing it to oxygen will help activate allicin, which is, they say, typically treat fungal infections with it. Raw honey has very strong antibacterial properties. Honey can be used to treat coughs and ulcers and respiratory infections. Research shows that Manuka honey has a powerful antibacterial property. I actually had a story on the Manuka oil a while back. It comes from only 2 places, Australia and New Zealand, because the bees are getting their pollen from a specific bush that only grows in those 2 places. And this stuff is getting so highly sought after that it's actually getting hard to find. And the next on the list, of course, is echinacea. Been used to treat colds and flu, has antiviral as well as antiseptic and antibacterial properties. Could use it to treat respiratory infections. Coconut oil has gained popularity in recent years, and I know Doc's kind of down on oils because it can go rancid, and then you can end up having free radical problems. They say you can ingest it and treat bacterial, fungal, and some viral infections. Apple cider vinegar contains malic acid, which has antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. Also contains acetic acid, which kills bacteria. They say take 1 or 2 tablespoons a day. Doc often recommends doing that before you do your ultimate enzymes. It helps activate those. And number 7 on the list is horseradish root. It's traditionally used to treat colds, urinary tract infections, kidney stones. Researchers say it's beneficial because it contains allyl. So I'm not even going to attempt to say that with natural antibiotic. And then we've got turmeric, which shows that it has curcumin, which fights Helicobacter pylori, a bacteria common in ulcers. And then grapefruit seeds, the extract studies show that these are a natural antibiotic and typically can eliminate warts as well. And finally, cayenne pepper. One study found that cayenne pepper has antifungal and antibacterial properties. So there you go, Melissa.
Excellent, Doug. Thank you. I love all of those. And I just want to share a personal story, my oil of oregano story. I use it when I have a tooth that's had a root canal. And sometimes it'll get a little wobbly. I'll take some oil of oregano. It's definitely in a carrier oil. Got it at the health food store. And I'll put it on a Q-tip. I'll get a little piece of cotton and I'll put it against my gum lining. You don't want it to touch your mucosal lining, but I'll take that little Q-tip that's dipped in oil of oregano. I'll just put it at the base of the gum and the tooth. And as you mentioned, it's a huge antibacterial. And what's great about using it locally like that is I don't have to systemically take antibiotics. So I'm not decimating my gut flora, and I can directly treat the bacteria. So great stuff. Love it.
And you're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach, out today. And filling in for Dr. Wallach is nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay. And for those of you that have often called and said you can never get into the show, today's your day as we do have some open lines. Call us on the priority line, 831-685-1080. That's 831-685-1080. Lines open. When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Youngevity distributor today. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. And we are back on Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. And filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today, we do have nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay. And if you do have some questions today, we do still have some open lines. Call us on the priority line at 831-685-1080. That's 831-685-1080. Lines open. Welcome back to the show, Melissa.
Thanks a lot, Doug.
What do you say? You ready to head to some phone calls?
That would be excellent.
All right, let's head to Pennsylvania. And Kevin, you're on with nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay.
Hello, Kevin. Welcome.
Hi, Melissa. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. What's going on today?
I've been eating a gluten-free diet for the better part of a decade. And I saw some information about keratoconus on the doctor's website. And I was just curious, is there a way you can improve or get rid of keratoconus?
definitely. You said you've been doing the gluten-free for a while.
Yep.
And what else are you doing?
I take vitamins, but I never take any minerals. So, I just started getting into understanding a little bit about minerals, and which brought me on, to know a little bit about Dr. Wallach, and I bought a bunch of his books since I've been listening to his show, and so here I am. I didn't see anything in there about keratoconus, so that's why I decided to call in.
Great. And what do yours look like exactly?
I'm sorry.
Can you describe them? Could you describe them for me? What do they look like? I can't see you in person, so could you describe them a little bit?
Describe what?
Your keratoconus?
Oh, keratoconus? It's an eye disease.
Oh,
it's an eye
okay.
disease.
Got it.
And
so okay. So tell me what's going on with symptomology.
It's where your eyes bulge out in the center typically, or any part of your cornea. So your cornea is actually bulging out a little bit, and it distorts it. So, of course, eye doctors say, well, you can't do anything about it. You just got to, wear contacts, or, eventually it could cause an issue where you have to have your cornea transplanted or whatever. But some people's cornea stabilize and whatnot. But I'm just wondering if this is a mineral thing, or if this is something else I could take to start to see improvement in it, or whatnot.
I think experimenting would be a great idea. So are you currently taking the 90? Are you on 90 essential nutrients right now?
I'm not yet. Nope.
Okay. So I would bet there would be some sort of improvement, because those nutrients are able to help with your entire system. So pressure is going to help. It alleviates pressure in the eyeball. The whole system gets modulated and regulated. So let's think about that. And the other thing is eye exercises. Have you looked into those yet?
I have. Yep.
Okay. What have you discovered with eye exercises?
From what I understand, there's nothing that can really help with this disease regarding that, because it's not like the normal, eye issues that you have with nearsighted or farsighted, or even just a stigma. There's not too much documentation regarding keratoconus.
Okay. Kevin, would you hold through the break?
Yeah.
We'll talk after the break. Okay, thank you.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with our guest host today, nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay, filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach. And if you've ever had trouble getting into the show, today's your day, as we do have some open lines. Call us on the priority line, 831-685-1080. That's 831-685-1080. Lines open. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right. And these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables. And besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
And we are back on Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. And filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today, we do have nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay. And if you'd like to talk to Melissa today, we do have some open lines. Call us on the priority line at 831-685-1080. Lines open. And welcome back to the show, Melissa.
Thanks a lot, Doug. So, Kevin, I have a couple of questions for you. How long have you had this condition?
I'm sorry, what's that?
How long have you had the condition that you have?
Oh, it's been, I think it was first diagnosed about 15 years ago, let's say.
Okay. So you've had your keratoconus for 15 years?
Yep.
Okay, great. Well, again, the reason I go back to nutriating is there's clearly something going on, right? So you came into the world without it, and it's something that developed as you've been going through life. And I would encourage you to explore nutrient deficiencies as potentially as a cause of it. So I would recommend the Healthy Body Start Pack, which is the basic pack. It covers the essential nutrients. And I particularly, looking at the condition, etc., the minerals, very important for eye health. The essential vitamins, the essential amino acids, these are just going to be an all-over tonic, but they are also going to be able to be, targeted for the eye because they work there too. So please start there. And then the second thing I would invest in is Occutive, and that is our herbal product that's specifically designed for eye health. And when you first mentioned it, it's definitely something that will get progressive and get worse. Like you said, the doctors have already said that. So, no reason not to at least try these items and see what happens. And then you can let us know. With anything when we're working with the body, there's always like a acclimation phase and then an adjustment phase, and then we actually start utilizing these nutrients and the repair and regeneration happens. So it's not going to be overnight. You didn't get it overnight. You've had it for 15 years. So it needs to be something you need to make a commitment to mentally, to commit to and work through it for, I would at least give it 6 months to a year before really assessing if it's working. I think you'd see things right away, though. Within a couple of months, you're going to see at least something shift. And then the other thing I would add is I'm a big fan of Louise Hayes, and she is the author of a book, Heal Your Body. Are you familiar with that?
No, I never heard of that.
Yeah, write that down. Heal Your Body. And she goes a little bit deeper into the emotional, mental aspects of disease. And there are a lot of people out there now, we talk about, it's kind of the root. So our thought patterns, our behavior patterns, the way we carry our bodies, it's all contributory to how, in my opinion, honestly, of how your disease is going to manifest. So someone like myself, my disease manifested in an ulcer when I was in my early 30s. So for someone like you, your nutrient deficiency is landing in your eyes. So there's also an emotional, spiritual component to that. So those would be the big picture that I would encourage you to look at. And you can always reach out to us and let us know how it went for you. You can find me as Nutritional Pharmacist, and you can definitely find Dr. Joe Wallach all over the place too. But
who is the author of that book?
Louise Hayes. It's Louise, and then the last name is Hayes. She's an amazing woman. She's in her 80s and an amazing healer and educator. And that book changed my life. I recommend it a lot throughout my 15 years as a pharmacist. I would encourage patients to go get that book. So check it out, and good luck. Thanks, Kevin.
And that does open a line. If you've ever had trouble getting into the show, we do have open lines today. Call us on the priority line at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. Veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach helped many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. And we are back on Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your guest host today, Melissa Golladay, filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach. And welcome back to the show, Melissa.
Thanks a lot, Doug.
And let's head on to some new calls. Let's go on to San Diego, California. And Sandy, you're on with Melissa Golladay.
Welcome, Sandy. What can I do for you today?
Hi, Melissa. It's Sandy Bright in Sherman's group.
Excellent. Hi.
Well, I'm glad to hear you on today. I am calling about a serious family situation. My niece, who's 34, was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. She's had chemo and Y radiation. They temporarily placed stents in her bile ducts, but they've been recently removed, and she Her mother said she had hepatic artery infusion pump that did not work, and she's 34, weighs 200 pounds due to fluid retention right now, and, just trying to encourage them to look at other ways.
Definitely, Sandy, and I know that's hard, and, good job, stay steady, and hold space, because people do make their choices, and we need to respect that too. And I've lost a lot of friends in the, medical model. I've watched people make the chemo choice, and I've held their hands while they've died. So I'm not saying you're not going to die without chemo. We're all going to go anyway, but I do think that a lot of the tactics and strategies that are used are extremely harsh and actually do not benefit the patient. So watching someone go through that is really hard, especially when they're really attached to it and there are ways that would be less suffering. So I know you're in that space right now, so I know it's tough. Within that, one of the big things with the 90 essential nutrients, no matter what your stage of life is, it really helps, again, get systems in line. It lowers pain issues. It just does this overall tonic. That's the best way to look at it, especially when you're dealing with somebody that's very ill. So is she taking the 90 essential nutrients?
No, she's not.
Okay, so this would be the easiest thing and the biggest game changer is getting beyond tangy tangerine, getting it in liquid form or in powder form, and getting it in her body. You can put it in a juice. You can bring it in a container to the hospital. They're not going to know, or when she's at home. And again, you always have to have patient buy-in, if you will. But at the same time, if you present it as a juice, which technically it is, you can also get it on board that way. So those would be two quick ways to really at least stabilize that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I've heard Dr. Wallach talk about the fucoidan products. Do you?
Yes, huge results with that. Huge results. I worked with somebody in Canada, and I can definitely connect you to that person. So if you reach out to me, I will put you in touch with this person. He's had 2 cancer reversals. Now, nevertheless, your niece is at a different stage in the game. I mean, she's clearly entered into chemo. And is she also doing radiation?
Yes, she was. They were doing Y radiation, but her bilirubin is up to 22, and so they're not doing anything right now.
And FYI, that's completely not a surprise that your liver would be damaged, right? It makes sense that her liver's going to get damaged. Your entire body would be damaged from these things. So the bilirubin is a sign that her liver is trying to clear out these toxins. It's working overtime, and it's taking a hit. What's great about the liver is it regenerates and rebuilds. So these markers are neat. What they are seeing, they know, they're smart enough to know, hey, if we keep assaulting her liver, we could push her into toxic overload and she could die. So that's why they're backing off. So, but it's illogical, because we attack the body and then we expect it to heal. What we really want to do is support the body, and the body systems will start dealing with that cancer. And there are tons of people out there now talking about cancer cures, and it's all about working within the biochemistry of the body and getting the nutrients on board, not eating toxins, working on your thought patterns, your emotional condition, etc., spiritual condition, and then moving into cure, healing and working on that, or reversing, if you will. So one of the big things I encourage you to do is really check in with your niece and see what she wants to do. Is that something you're able to do?
Well, I think she's open now. Before it was, traditional allopathic protocol, and now she's open. So I'm looking for a recipe for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, please get her on the Healthy Body Start Pack, and then you would get her on the fucoidan. And the product comes 60 caps per bottle, but I would go ahead and order 2 bottles right away, and I would get her on 2 caps twice a day. And I would get her on, I would get a Healthy Body Start Pack plus another container of BTT, however, Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0, and however you want to dose that, but get another, not dose, but whatever formulation, if she would like liquid or powder, you guys can discuss that. And then I would do 2 doses in the morning of the BTT, and then also 2 doses in the afternoon of the BTT. And then, ramp up the EFA, maybe get 2 healthy body start packs. That might just be best. So we can get her on 3 caps 3 times a day of the EFA, the essential fatty acids. And so what's going to happen here, we're doing all of that. It's going to give her all of these essential nutrients that her body can start processing all those toxins that they've put in her body. And it's also going to enable her to repair and regenerate the damage that the radiation has done. And then a fucoidan, what that's going to do is it's a blood tonic, also a blood detoxifier. One of the big things we talk about on these shows is how our blood gets dirty. And what fucoidan is going to do is it's going to accelerate clearing out her blood. And it's also a huge anti-inflammatory. So that's a good starting regimen. And if she gets more, she's like, wow, she just is like wanting more stuff, definitely the 3 caps 3 times a day, like I said, of the essential fatty acids, because those drive out inflammation, and it's going to help stabilize the healthy membranes in her body, and that's where she's at. So what chemo does is it goes in there and it starts destroying cells, and it just blows up things, and it clearly blows up healthy cells too. So her gut has been extremely damaged. Her entire mucosal system has been damaged. Gums get really damaged, right? If people will get sores in their mouth, they get sores throughout their anywhere that you're sensitive, your entire gastrointestinal tract gets sores. So we would be wanting to gently nutriate her, getting her on a liquid diet, broth, really clean, organic chicken broth, and, again, nourishing foods, slow and easy. And one of the big things with cancer patients, and this is for all the people out there listening, your number one goal is not to focus on your cancer. The number one goal is to focus on how that person is feeling. You want to get their energy up, and you want to keep them in good spirits. How does that sound, Sandy?
Okay. That sounds good, Melissa. I'm wondering, when I say the fucoidan, you're talking about the Z radical, and would she be better off on a liquid?
No, I don't want Z radical. I'm not going with Z radical. I'm recommending the fucoidan. It's fucoid Z. I'm sorry. The active ingredient is fucoidan. The product is fucoid Z.
Okay.
So for the situation, we would recommend 2 bottles of the fucoid Z, and she's going to be taking 2 caps 2 times a day. And we can even titrate that up higher, so it's really up to her. Once she gets buy-in, you can definitely just call me and say, hey, she's on, and we could even go up to 3 bottles of that. It's more just what can she take. But the number one thing is to get her on the BTT. We want to get the 87 out of the 90 nutrients in her body ASAP. Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, Sandy, reach out to me if you have any more questions, okay?
And you're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your guest host today, nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay, filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach. We do have some open lines. Call us toll-free, 888-379-2552. On the priority line, 831-685-1080. Lines open. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Longevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture. With 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more, than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. And we are back on Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. And filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today, we do have nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay. Welcome back to the show, Melissa.
Thanks a lot, Doug.
And we've got a call in North Platte, Nebraska. And Dale, you're on with Melissa Golladay.
Welcome, Dale.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
Thank you. I was listening to the show, and I heard the caller call in about the keratoconus disease. And I'm very passionate about that disease because I have it also. I was fortunate enough 4 years ago to meet Dr. Wallach face-to-face and tell him about my disease. I had been ordered by my physician to go to a surgeon and get make an appointment to get an eye transplant, and I was not in favor of that. So I called, I got a hold of Wallach, and he told me cancel the operation, that all eye diseases are caused by carcinogens that cloud the inside of the retina or bad foods that plug the small arteries that go into the eyes. And so anyway, he gave me a good advice. I followed it. He put me on a brain and heart pack, the ultimate daily capsules, niacin plus, and the cardio stick. And
could you repeat that, Dale, please? Please repeat that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He recommended I take a brain and heart pack for 100 pounds of body weight, ultimate daily classic, niacin plus, and the cardio stick. And the reason, and of course, get on the diet, get off all of the 4 bad foods, the oils, the fried foods, the processed meats, and the gluten. And I also added the Vision FX to it. About 9 months after I started taking this formula and getting on that diet, I noticed that I was wearing 3 25-power reading glasses to read my computer screen or a newspaper, and it had graduated to that point. I started at lower power and went to 325. About 9 months after I started this, I noticed that I could read my computer screen without my reader glasses on. And I looked at a newspaper, and I could read it without reader glasses. So I was ecstatic, and I never went back to the doctor. I no longer wear reader glasses. I still have to wear contact lenses. I'm not saying I'm totally over it, but I was diagnosed at age 20. I'm now age 70. And like I say, 4 years ago, I was told to get a transplant. So
I hope this guy's listening, and I would like for him to follow the same diet. I think it's very successful. And
Thank you,
I think
Dale.
my eyes are going to get better over time.
Clearly they already have, and I'm going to go ahead and repeat your regimen. It's the Brain and Heart Pack plus Niacin Plus. And how often were you taking the Niacin Plus? Was it a month, one bottle per month?
Well, I took 2 bottles a month.
Okay.
And the Ultimate Daily, I take 2 bottles of those a month.
Okay, so you were definitely...
I think the diet and the Ultimate Daily are the 2 targeted best things that could happen to me.
Ultimate Daily Classic. So just to repeat the regimen that Dale was on that reversed his keratoconus was the Brain and Heart Pack, Niacin Plus, the Ultimate Daily Classic, the Cardio Sticks, and the Vision FX. Now, I did recommend the Occutive, and that's equally going to be, efficacious also. But the Cardio Sticks, very important to know, and it's great that, docs recommending that. That's a great product to clean out a lot of our microvasculature, our little teeny capillaries. It really helps unplug that system. Excellent. And then the Ultimate Daily Classic, again, Niacin Plus, and the Brain and Heart Pack. Were you doing double dose on the Cardio Sticks too?
No, I just take one bottle a month.
Okay. So what were you doubling exactly? What were you taking extra?
The Ultimate Daily tablets.
Okay. Only that.
I want to add to it.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Wallach always says that the eyes, the brain, the heart, and the kidneys all have the same problem, plugged arteries. And I think he's right, because a side result of this was that my blood pressure got normal. I had taken blood pressure pills for 15 years. I no longer take them. I haven't taken them for 3.5 years.
Oh, Dale.
I'm 70 years old, and I'm 70 years old, and I'm prescription free, and I plan on staying that way.
Yay, Dale! Perfect ending to our show. Thank you so much for calling in.
Well, great show again, Melissa. And you've been listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. And filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today, we do have Melissa Golladay, a nutritional pharmacist. And as Doc would say, God bless everyone, God bless our troops, and God bless our Navy SEALs.